Hi, I'm Helen from Loaded Bikes. We get quite a lot of questions from customers when they're trying to work out what spacers or adapters they need for our fork mounts for the bikes that they've got. There are lots of different bikes out there: road bikes, mountain bikes, gravel bikes, e-bikes, downhill bikes, and we've got spacers that suit them all. But how do you know, without asking us, which ones that you need? Okay, so we're going to take a look at some of the common ones. Here we've got a lovely little road bike, which has the traditional 5x100 QR axle. And we've got a couple of mountain bikes here, which are both the 15x110mm axles, but there's two different variations of those between the Fox forks and the RockShox forks that you can see here. So we're going to take a little bit of a closer look as to how you can work out what you've got and what you need. This is a road bike. It's quite an old road bike, so although it's got carbon forks, it's the very traditional 5mm quick release. So look, if we undo that, everything will loosen off, and then that will just drop out. So when we talk about dropouts, that's what we're talking about. So it gets its name from the original fork shape, because they have these little C-shaped lugs on the bottom, and the wheel just literally drops out once you've undone the axle. If you've got this style of axle, lovely and skinny, it's going to be the 5x100 for the front fork. That is between the threads and that bit, that's 100mm. So some fork manufacturers make it super easy for you to work out what axle type you've got on your forks, and you will find a sticker somewhere on the fork leg that will actually say, so this one is a 110mm wide axle. And if you don't have a sticker, it might still be easy because it's printed on the axle itself. So, and just to confuse things, there is another slight variation on the 15x110mm axle. If you've got RockShox forks that are newer than 2016, that's when they started to introduce the torque hub, which just has a larger spot face. So if we undo this and take the wheel out, you'll see exactly what I mean. So on the inside of the dropouts here, you've got a really large spot face. It's about the size of a £2 coin. So then if you use our torque spacers, which are still for a 15x110 axle, they are designed to fit exactly in there. So it just means that you don't have to manually align your forks on the fork mount as you drop the axle back in. If you're still scratching your head and a bit stuck on what's what, you can get a ruler or a tape measure out. So for the diameter, you're just going to hold it over the end of your axle there. You can see that this one is 15mm wide, so that gives you the smallest dimension of the axle. And then you just come over to your forks, and you can see there that we've got 110 between the dropouts. Okay, so if you have any more questions that we've not answered today about what type of spacers you need for your bike, you can drop an email to sales@loadedbikes.co.uk, or you can give us a call.